Yo guys, Coach Theo here on Common Sense. Today I'm going to share with you my legendary protein yogurt that's been a staple of my diet for like 5 years. I just changed, improved upon the recipe throughout the years, but the current one, it's been the one I've been running for like at least 3 years. And I made videos about this before, and it's kind of funny how many people have told me that they've made either my exact one or a variation inspired by mine. But I figured people keep asking about it, so I want a fresher video to be able to refer to. So I've already prepared it here. So it looks like this. It just looks good to begin with, but I figured you don't have to see. There's a little bonus for you here. We're gonna talk more about towards the end. But I figured you understand how this works, right? Like I take Greek yogurt, put in here, take the honey, just, mix it in. Then take whey protein. Find a whey protein that, you agree with the ingredient list somewhat and just a taste you like. Like whey, it can taste amazing if you like the taste, and some are just terrible. I just like a general recommendation. I usually like cookies and cream or chocolate peanut. It varies. Some cookies and cream have not been so good, but like if there's a brand, I don't know, cookies and cream or chocolate peanut is often what I will like. Then a little bonus tidbit here is that if you take some supplements, that by the way guys, don't focus on this. Like this is never going to be the important, sometimes I don't have any of these at home and I don't care at all during those times. But when you take some supplements, it just makes sense. You can mix them in to this goo here. And, some of these capsules like boron, they're cellulose. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if we can avoid that, why not open up the capsules? So creatine, of course, the Naris steroids, which is a joke. It's nowhere near steroids. It's not important. It's not really. It's the training and diet and the sleep and sun exposure and stress levels. That's all that matters the most. But of course, creatine, it does something. It has other benefits outside of building muscle. So take the creatine. Boron just happens to be one I believe in and noticed the difference when I started using. It frees up testosterone basically by lowering SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. So it just frees up more testosterone, glycine, and magnesium. Look those up. They are worthwhile supplements. It's just that it's never going to be the most important thing. But yeah, I can mix that all in there. Then these rice puffs that I'm going to talk about. Okay, apparently I opened it upside down. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you, I'm using rice puffs right now because I'm cutting, and it's rice but filled with air. So it's more for texture, not that many calories. And we have the berries here. And that's basically it, guys. And it's nutritious and delicious. The protein powder, of course, could be argued, it's processed, there's some additives. Look, guys, the body is not fragile. When you keep, like me, I eat overwhelmingly super clean food. Most of my meals, they have like 5 ingredients, like, potato, meat, salt, some oil that I fried. That was 4, I had carrot, And so when you keep it overwhelmingly clean, that you have some whey protein in your diet is not going to be worse. It's funny. So when you talk to normies, they think it's like crazy when you even make a nuance that, I eat this unhealthy protein powder. But, with some of you Puritans, and especially like the carnivore people, they're like, just worth pointing out that, it's not the end of the world to have some whey, but lean on these things as little as possible. Like what I see it as in a dish like this is the Greek yogurt is good. Calcium, many micronutrients in there. There's some protein. There's healthy fats. The berries, antioxidants, more micronutrients. And you of course put the creatine and stuff in there. It's a healthy meal, and the whey, it's really like some extra protein and a little bit of good feels in the mouth, some nice taste. This is a treat, guys. But be careful though. I've had clients with food addiction problems that just ended up overeating on a thing like this. So what I say is Greek yogurt is a bit fattier. One way, now it just fits with the amount of food I want to eat, but one way I made this even leaner is I like to use the Greek yogurt to mix with the honey, but I've just taken a little, like a spoon, just to mix it. Then I've used kefir, that is less fat, because I try to not go for low fat products. When you're speaking of processed stuff, they force this pasteurized shit on us either way. So like I prefer to take them with the natural fats in it. So rather than taking like a low-fat Greek yogurt, just use a bit of Greek yogurt to mix with honey and then use an option like kefir. To my understanding, Greek yogurt and kefir are among the better dairy options when you're forced to get this pasteurized shit. How crazy is this world, guys? The same state that has a monopoly on selling me one of the hardest drugs, alcohol, won't allow me to just buy raw dairy because that just too much. Take the liquor, go get shit-faced by all means, but the raw milk, that's just a little bit too much. But so the difference, apart from of course you can just make it bigger when you bulk, but one thing I do when I bulk is like, instead of the rice puffs that again are really to just get some texture without too many calories, I'll throw a bunch of good nuts in there, like walnuts, para nuts or Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts, hazelnuts, those kinds of nuts. But okay, the bonus tidbit: raw liver. So liver is nature's multivitamin. Like Google, if you don't know about it, Google beef liver nutrition. It's almost easier to talk about which micronutrients are not in there. And of course, you can cook it and it tastes decent, but I don't have no time for that. Like it has happened, but generally I basically take it as a supplement. Of course, that's the problem with liver for a lot of people. They think it's icky, but so we have a great hack here. But you can swallow it with using this protein yogurt, like swallowing it like you would swallow a pill. But because we're not pussies and we want to strengthen ourselves and not be entirely comfortable all the time, what you do is you always take one piece of liver for the difficult. And now, because I'm making a video, I will do that. But you can even go, just like you try to push a cold shower. You'll be like, how long can I chew on this? Now, what we do go to, salt is very important. And this, to Swede, it looks like it's a regular processed salt from the store. But it's not. I'm just using that bottle or whatever. Like, it's an unrefined sea salt. Sodium chloride is always going to be sodium chloride, but we want it in good company with some trace minerals and less additives. It's not the end of the world, but sodium chloride, don't be afraid of it, like regular salt. It's super important. If you have a salt deficiency, it's going to do more for your performance and gains, muscle growth. Take more sodium with your meals than taking creatine. So, since this is not a good meal to salt, just get our dose in there with the liver. But then what you do, just take a spoon of this delicious stuff. And then just go. Boom, easy peasy. So, one piece for the difficult, don't forget, and one with the use of our very, very tasty protein yogurt. It's so good, guys. Yeah. This is my best thing ever. Like, I enjoy meat and steak and that, but if you're I don't really miss these highly processed foods, and I've got periods of time when I eat other stuff and don't really eat this. But it's great. It's like a treat. And I eat it every day, guys. This is my last meal every day. Right now, when I'm bulking, I might have some other meal. But it's just so good. It tastes like a dessert. And like I say, it's overwhelmingly healthy. And the whey protein, it's like, okay, it's a processed powder, but it's protein. It's fast digesting protein. This is the last point I make. You should try to keep your entire regimen, like on every level, as pure as possible. But the body is not fragile. It's when, you sleep like shit, you don't exercise, you eat a bunch of junk food, you're wearing toxic fabrics, when we just make a long list of this, of course you break down and get sick. or something somehow. But if your regimen is overwhelmingly pure, the body is not fragile. It can handle a little bit of dust or dirt or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, guys, please like and comment. tell us about if there's something you do, something I should try for that matter. Yeah, I do holistic bodybuilding coaching, of course. You can send me a DM on Instagram or email me. I'll get back to you with my different programs. It's in the description below. Become a Patreon, become a Patreon or member of the channel, or leave a little super thanks comment to just support me and my content. Very much appreciated. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It is a mindset, guys. Eat the tasty protein yogurt. That's a mindset. And chew on a liver piece for the difficult piece.